today's tutorial, the topic is fabric construction techniques. The first technique is crochet. The word croc or crochet is French, which means hook. Crochet is a process of creating fabric using yarn, thread, strands, or other materials and a crochet hook by interlocking loops. Unlike knitting, only one loop is active on the crochet needle. Knitting has several active loops on the needle. Yarn used for crochet ranges from cotton, raffia, leather cords, fabric strips, thus any stringy material. The yarn is usually sold as balls or skeins, also known as hanks. The balls or skeins are usually labeled with the brand name, the weight or thickness, the dye lot number, fiber content, and recommended needle, that is crochet or knit. They're also labeled with the size or gauge. Yarn can be categorized according to the weight, the fiber content, and the construction. These are the different types of weights in yarn. We have superfine weight, fine weight, lightweight, medium DK weight, bulky weight, super bulky weight, and jumbo weight. The following diagram shows the different yarn weights and their recommended needle sizes. The different yarn weights also have other names. For example, superfine can be named as baby, fingering, and sock. Yarn can also be classified according to fiber content. Animal fibers. These come from animals such as sheep that produce wool, rabbit, angora, goat, angora or cashmere goat. Other animals include llamas and alpacas. Plant fibers. They include cotton, linen, bamboo, hemp, jute, raffia, amongst others. Synthetic fibers. These are manufactured fibers and they include rayon, acrylics, polyesters, and polyamides. Another classification is construction. Z-twist yarn. These fibers are twisted in anticlockwise direction, resulting in the Z-twist. S-twist yarn. The fibers are twisted in the clockwise direction, resulting in the S-twist. Novelty yarn. These types of yarns have unusual features of fiber compositions such as metallic, slabs, laddering, and varying thickness or textures as well as colors. These different colors result into variegated and self-stripping yarn. The following diagram shows the different types of twists, the Z-twist and the S-twist. The following diagram shows the different types of novelty yarn. They have varying textures, varying colors, and varying materials in their construction. The next topic is hooks and supplementary tools. Hooks are made of different materials and sizes. Hooks can be made of metal, for example brass, gold, and steel. They can also be made of wood, plastic, bone, ivory, and shells. Hooks have different thickness indicated by a number and a letter. The larger the size, the larger the hook. For example, hook B/1 is indicated as 2.5 millimeters. Hook J/10 is indicated as 6 millimeters. Different variations of crochet, such as Tunisian crochet and broomstick lace, use a different type of hook that has multiple stitches open at a time. Dipole-pointed hooks also give different stitches and effects. The following diagrams show different types of crochet hooks. The first are made of wood. The second are made of metal with a rubber tip. The third are double-pointed hooks. These are more images of crochet hooks. The first are Tunisian crochet hooks. The second are a variation of the Tunisian crochet hooks. The third are vintage crochet hooks. Next, we'll look at the different tools used in crochet. 1. Tape measure, scissors or shears, row counters, a thimble, stitch markers, darning needles, clover locking stitch markers, and a stitch gauge. The following diagrams show the tools used in crochet. The first is a tape measure. We have shears and row counters. The next tool is a thimble, stitch markers, darning needles. The next tool is the clover locking stitch marker and the stitch gauge. As you crochet, there are various points to consider. 1. The thicker the yarn, the bigger the crochet hook. Tension is determined by the yarn, the hook, and how tight or loose you work. Create a swatch before the project to determine the desired tension and stitches required. Remember to do correct maths to have a good end product. Know the terminology used in crochet in order to effectively follow a pattern. Next, we'll look at the differences of crochet from knitting. Crochet uses one hook while knitting uses 2 needles. Crochet has one active loop while knitting has multiple active loops. Drop stitches in knitting interfere more with a project than crochet when they unravel. It is easier to crochet cylindrical patterns with a regular hook, unlike knitting that uses circular needles or several pointed needles. Crochet produces fabric faster than knitting. Crochet uses a third more yarn than knitting and has less give than knitted fabric. Crochet can be used for finishing and is more suitable for joining pieces of fabric. Next, we'll look at different crochet terminology. CH chain, SC single crochet, HDC half double crochet, DC double crochet, DTR double triple crochet, TR triple crochet, TR triple crochet, alternate, BEG beginning, ST stitch. The next terminology is DEC decrease, INC increase, PATT pattern, REP repeat, RND round, SK skip, SL slip stitch, SP space, YO yarn over. The next terminology is WS wrong side, IN inch, RS right side, REM remaining, GR group, CL cluster. We also have some symbols that indicate instructions between the asterisks should be repeated as many times as there are stitches to accommodate them. The brackets indicate a series of steps within the parentheses should be worked according to the instructions that follow the parentheses. The last symbol indicates instructions within brackets explain the method for working a particular stitch or technique. This brings us to the end of our tutorial. Thank you for listening. Please support this channel by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing.